Hi everyone, this is Haley and welcome back to Cruise Blog. In today's video, we're going to be talking about MSC Cruises and their pros and cons. Let's get started. If you are new to MSC Cruises and are thinking about giving them a try, there are a lot of benefits to sailing with this European cruise line. They offer some of the cheapest cruise fares in the market and making their voyages an incredible value. Not only do they have some of the best budget-friendly prices, but they also often include add-ons like basic Wi-Fi and drink packages as part of their promotions, luring cruisers from other cruise lines. There are many pros to sailing with MSC, but there are a few cons that cruisers should know about when booking. The European cruise line does a few things differently than some of the other mass-market cruise lines like Royal Caribbean and Carnival Cruise Line. After 4 MSC cruises, here are some of our thoughts on the top benefits and drawbacks of sailing with this cruise line. First up, a pro: cheap cruise fares. Incredible prices are one of the main reasons cruisers try MSC. As the world's largest privately held cruise line, they have among the most competitive cruise fares in the market, sometimes even offering lower prices than Carnival Cruise Line. This can be a significant incentive for cruisers who want to try the new brand without spending tons of money. To give you an example, some of the best MSC deals that we've seen at Cruise Blog were a 4-night cruise on board MSC Divina with free Wi-Fi and drinks for $185 per person. This is hard to beat. You certainly can't spend a weekend anywhere for that kind of price. Beyond their low cruise fares, they offer numerous promotions, which provide coveted perks like cabin upgrades, free Wi-Fi, drinks, and onboard credit. Wi-Fi and drink packages are big ticket items that can cost cruisers hundreds of dollars. Next up, a con: add-on costs. Although there are some bargain cruise fares with MSC, guests will have to open their wallets for several add-on items that have become must-haves for many passengers on board. Specialty dining is popular, especially with the limited complimentary food venues on board MSC ships. Butcher's Cut Steakhouse or sushi are some of the favorites for guests wanting something special. Others like to upgrade drink packages or Wi-Fi to get top-shelf spirits or more reliable internet. If you travel with kids, they will love the arcade, but that's also an additional cost. On MSC ships, activities like the race car simulator are $12 per person, and movies are $11 per person, which can quickly add up. Most of their add-on packages are cheaper if booked pre-cruise, enticing customers to lock in savings. The cruise line provides lots of options. Guests can choose from 5 different drink packages, 8 different Wi-Fi packages, and several specialty dining combinations. There is something for every budget and preference on board MSC. Next up, a pro: large fleet. With 22 ships currently sailing and more on the way, MSC Cruises has a lot of options to choose from. Its biggest ships, such as the upcoming MSC World America, due out next year, rival mega ships of competitors with all the bells and whistles that modern cruisers love. There is something for everyone. Smaller, more intimate ships travel to more off-the-beaten-path itineraries with less than 3,000 passengers on board, while MSC's Seaside class was specifically designed for warm environments with plenty of light-filled spaces and outdoor dining and lounges. There are also numerous family-friendly venues and activities for cruisers of all ages, especially on their newer ships. MSC ships have a wide range of cabin options, which can include everything from solo, inside, ocean view, balcony, and suites. Next up, a con: staff shortages. MSC's lower prices come at a cost. Their staff ratio is lower, meaning their crew has more passengers to care for. While sailing on MSC, our writers at Cruise Blog have noticed that bars and lounges could use extra staff, with service being slow, especially on sea days. Compounding this was the number of open venues. While there were numerous bars and lounges on all of the MSC ships that Chantal, a writer at Cruise Blog, has sailed on, she was surprised to find some not open even when the ship was busy. From Chantal's experiences on board MSC cruise ships, the staff were friendly and welcoming. They seemed to be hard workers. Would-be cruisers just need to pack a little patience. Next up, a pro: wide variety of itineraries. MSC Cruises currently sails to over 100 countries in the world, with extensive offerings in Europe as well as South America, Asia, and Africa. In the United States, they sail out of Port Canaveral, Orlando, and Miami. Recently, they have started sailing out of New York City with plans to sail out of Galveston, Texas in 2025, making it easier for more cruisers to sail with MSC. They also have a massive range of options in terms of length of itineraries, everything from one-day cruises to 116-day world cruises. Another nice perk to sailing with MSC is the ability to embark at numerous ports during a cruise. For example, for Chantal's upcoming MSC Seaside Cruise, passengers can get on in Barbados and Martinique and Guadeloupe. Similarly, cruisers have this option in Europe, where they board in many ports, such as Italy, France, and Spain. Next up, a con: lack of complimentary dining venues. Although this varies by ship, many of the MSC ships have fewer complimentary dining options than other cruise lines, such as Royal Caribbean's Oasis-class ships. More spots to grab a sandwich, a slice of pizza, or a mid-afternoon snack would be a major improvement. Fewer food options can translate to an overly crowded buffet. This situation is even worse on sea days. It's not the most relaxing atmosphere. Adding to this problem is the layout of the buffets, with their long, narrow aisles which make it hard to see what is available, creating congestion problems. Although MSC Cruises seems to have addressed this issue, as the new world-class series has far more food venues, cruisers sailing on older ships such as the Seaside and Fantasia classes may want to take a good look at the options on their ship and try to get a specialty dining restaurant at a reasonable price. Next up, a pro: stunning private island. One of the best things about MSC's sailings to the Caribbean is the idyllic private island, Ocean Cay, MSC Marine Reserve. This lush, natural island makes cruisers feel like they have stumbled upon a serene oasis with a laid-back bohemian vibe. A redeveloped industrial site, it has found new life as a tropical hideaway for the exclusive use of MSC guests. Unlike some other cruise ship islands, Ocean Cay does not have big slides and pools. However, it provides numerous beaches, water activities, and even an epic evening dance party. Guests can enjoy the day at the beach, snorkel, go on a boat ride, or try some jet skis in the crystal clear waters of the area. MSC's drink packages and Wi-Fi work on the island as well. There's also a complimentary buffet and food truck. The island itself showcases the cruise line's focus on conservation. Lush with vegetation, they've planted 75,000 plants and shrubs and have restored the natural flora and fauna native to the region. The 64 square miles of marine reserve includes growing coral reefs, plants, fish, and underwater haven for guests and snorkelers. Next up, a con: technology limitations. Although Wi-Fi packages are not as expensive on MSC Cruises as some other cruise lines, they have one major drawback: you cannot switch between devices, which is annoying to say the least. Many of us have our phones while cruising, along with a tablet or a computer, or simply want to share among people in our cabin. In this scenario, you need to book at least a 2-device package. If you are a family with teens, you can't live without an internet connection. This can quickly increase your bill if you need to buy an internet package for more than 1 or 2 people. Although the basic package, Browse, is not meant for streaming services like Netflix or YouTube, which means you will spend more money if you want the premium internet package. The MSC For Me app lets you communicate with other passengers on board without getting the internet. However, the MSC For Me app is not available on all ships. Ships that predate the Meraviglia class, like MSC Divina, do not have it. On those sailings, guests will receive a physical daily program. Next up, a pro: family-friendly. MSC Cruises is definitely a family-friendly cruise line and is well equipped for the youngest of sailors. Water parks, family-oriented activities, dedicated kids clubs, and even a kids-only section of the buffet help make it fun for all. They frequently run a kids sail free program and have family cabins for larger groups that can accommodate up to 10 people, making lots of room for multi-generational passengers. Once on board, the complimentary kids clubs offer plenty to entertain kids, along with products and services provided by well-known brands such as Lego and Chico. There are tons of fun activities and amenities, a variety of sports, cinemas, and arcades on board. Highlights include epic slides and fun-filled water parks that are great for cooling off. There are loads of sports activities and onboard tournaments for soccer, basketball, tennis, ping pong, and foosball. MSC also has high-tech activities like a Formula One simulator, bowling, VR maze, video games, and 4D cinema. Parents and guests can purchase the Fun Pass package to cover most of these amenities. Other favorites, such as the family game show, family disco, and live theater productions, are all complimentary on board. Next up, a con: entertainment is a work in progress. MSC Cruises cater to a wide variety of clientele, many of whom speak different languages. Often you will hear announcements in English, French, Italian, and more. This also makes entertainment a little trickier when appealing to a variety of customers. Their live bands are quite good, and it is easy to find music throughout the day. But for those cruisers who love Broadway-style shows, they might not find what they're looking for. They are improving, though. Thanks to their new partnership with Guinness World Records, they have a fun, crowd-pleasing show that has everyone participating. But their productions just aren't at the level of some of the other major cruise lines. Next up, a pro: loyalty program status matching. MSC's Status Match program lets guests transfer their status for immediate onboard benefits. Travelers who have gained status in a hotel or airline loyalty program will love this MSC perk. Eligible loyalty programs include those with Marriott, Best Western, Expedia, Club Med, Starwood, Sandals, Hilton, Hyatt, and Wyndham, to name just a few. What does this get you? Extra onboard credit, discounts on internet packages, access to the thermal spa, priority boarding, and dinner at a specialty restaurant, including their popular steakhouse, Butcher's Cut. There is no fee to transfer status, but it can only be done once, so guests should be careful considering which program is the most valuable. Ideally, this should be completed 7 to 10 days prior to sailing to ensure the status is recognized. The application can be found on MSC Cruises' website. Next up, a con: guests cannot bring alcohol and drinks on board. Many cruisers like to save money by bringing their own wine and soda on board. This is a big no-no on MSC, which really sets it apart from other cruise lines. You cannot buy drinks in port and bring them back on board either. That is also not allowed. MSC does offer customers 5 different drink packages, so there is a lot to choose from with a wide range of price options. Still, it is not as cheap as bringing your own drinks on board. Good news though, there is no limit on the number of drinks per day, unlike on Carnival Cruise Line, and the drink package does work on their private island in the Bahamas. Next up, a pro: Upscale Suite Experience. MSC Yacht Club is a special tier of rooms and services within MSC cruise ships. Think of it like a ship within a ship. MSC Yacht Club is the ultimate luxury for cruisers. This all-inclusive style of cruising includes upgraded suites, personalized service, and dedicated venues on board, such as a private lounge, restaurant, and sun deck area. The premium experience also extends to customized port experiences, as well as unique amenities at Ocean Cay Reserve, MSC's private island in the Bahamas. Next up, a con: hectic muster drill. This may seem like a minor point, but MSC's muster drill could really do with a little bit of a remake. It is unnecessarily confusing and less than ideal to start a cruise vacation. Other cruise lines allow cruisers to watch safety videos at their own pace on the first day of the cruise, and then check in at the appropriate muster station within the specified period. However, on an MSC cruise, passengers are directed to go to their cabins to watch a safety video and then go to their muster station. During this time, guests can use elevators, which leads to a whole lot of chaos on the stairs. Next up, a pro: Italian flair. Whether it's the freshly made pasta, some refreshing gelato, or its elegant interiors, MSC Cruises showcases the best of what Italy has to offer. Although MSC is now officially a Swiss company, the cruise line began in Italy, and the owners can trace their maritime heritage back hundreds of years. Given this legacy, it is not surprising to find many European traditions intermingled into the various aspects of the cruise experience, evidenced by its massive buffets and selection of restaurants. However, touches such as freshly made Naples-style pizza and festive Italian night celebrations in the main dining room are all nice extras. There are a lot of great reasons to try an MSC cruise. We here at Cruise Blog think that the cruise line is a fantastic value for the price. We've enjoyed all of our cruises so far with MSC and have other upcoming sailings to the Southern Caribbean coming up. For those trying MSC, it is important to understand what you're getting for your money. It is a company that wants to make money, so you can't expect premium vacations with such cheap fares. Like anything in life, there are pros and cons to each cruise line. With low base fares, drink packages, Wi-Fi, and any other additional expenses, such as specialty dining and excursions, MSC provides a lot of ways to customize your cruise, multiple experience packages, and plenty of ships and itineraries to choose from. A good travel agent will help sort through what is best for you and can be of great benefit when planning an MSC cruise. And so that concludes our video on our pros and cons of MSC Cruises. We sincerely hope that you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, we hope that you will consider liking and subscribing. Until next time, happy cruising!